Today I'm going to be showing you the weird comments and suggestions that I put into Roblox. Alright, so for the first thing, this is probably the most normal thing. Someone asked me to put into the game, but it's coarse fruit. So, if you don't know what coarse fruit, it's from Minecraft, and when you eat it, it teleports you to some random place around you within a certain location. And if I click, that's exactly what happens. Teleport. And you can stack it, and of course you can fly with it. Yeah, coarse fruit is probably the most useful thing to be added in this. So yeah, get ready because the rest is not as tame. Next on the list we have one of the most special things yet. Yeah. It's Pooh Bear. And he gives you sugar. Sugar, definitely. Don't do drugs, kids. So if you eat this sugar, it gives you the stackable speed effect, which can get really intense. But then there's a side effect. Yeah. 10 seconds after you take this sugar, you die because don't do drugs. Otherwise, you'll end up like me. Alright, moving on. Alright, this one is really, I did not understand. So, I've been asked this twice by this person. And when I asked why, they did not give me a response. But, here it is. 4. Why? 4. Response? Yes. I don't understand. If you want to understand, you can ask this person, but 4. That's just all I have to say. Moving on. This one was really interesting. You don't see it immediately, but eventually you should start seeing things pop up. Ah, there one is. So there's this little green dot, and this green dot is not the item, but after a while, this green dot will turn into a turnip. And when that happens, you can then pick up the turnip, and as a little bonus feature, you can throw the turnip. And so that's just kind of an interesting item to add. It's not really cursed like 4 or the sugar, but it is interesting. So, yeah. Turnip. Next. This next thing came in the form of a question, and they asked me, how do I get players? And yeah, it's not that hard. I mean, you just pull out the player tool and you just click, and you see players just start appearing in your game. And the more you click, the more players you get. This is how all games get players, right? I mean, you just click, and the more clicks you do, the more players you get. This is fine. I will have my army of players. Yeah, this next person commented Uppercut, and to that I say, Shoryuken. Because Shoryuken is so much better than Uppercut, right? I did call it Uppercut, but my soul says this is Shoryuken. I will admit, not my best animation, but I was rushing and tired. So, time to move on to the next comment. Yeah, this next one is pretty simple, but yeah. W. I agree with you. Whoever commented this, thank you. I agree. Time to move on to the next thing. This next one I can relate to more than any other comment suggested. I don't know what's going on. It's just true. I mean, look at all these items. I have a Pooh Bear that's selling you quote-unquote sugar. There are turnips growing out of the ground. I have a chorus fruit. 4 for no good reason. Player in my hand. Uppercut, or Shoryuken. A W. I don't know what's going on. I agree. I don't like this one. I don't. Because you made me design something that is not okay. These two things were not meant to be combined. They are two separate things. But I had to make it. Discord plus Minecraft. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Minecraft is not meant to be a social media. Discord is. Leave them alone. Let them be two separate things. I have nothing else to say about this. Well, this has been really special. You got all sorts of different things, and we got all these different things that I was able to create very quickly. And if you enjoyed this and you like what I made, and if you maybe even want to be a part of this and be able to have your own ideas put into Roblox, then comment them down below and I will make them into my next video. But if no one comments anything, then I can't make another one of these videos. So make sure you comment down what you want me to make in another video like this. I enjoyed it. I want to make another video. But you guys have to comment. So please do that. Subscribe, like the video, join my Discord server that's in the description of the video. And now there's the next portion. I will be talking about the scripts that I made and showing you how I made them. So first things first, let's dive into our first subject, the chorus fruit. So the chorus fruit inside of the tool, which you can see right here, is very simple. You got a handle, you got the top, and you got a local script, and you got the tool that holds it all. And you go to local script, and in this local script we have not much actually. You have defining the replicated storage, you're getting the tool, and when the tool is activated you connect a function, and you go to this remote event, and you fire the server. And then this goes to here, and since it sends chorus fruit, that will be our second thing since it always takes the player first. So it's going to on server event, it's going to connect with the player, event, player 2, and tool. We didn't use either of these, so we just get the player that fired it and the event. So if the event equals chorus fruit, then it's going to play the eat animation. It's going to get the humanoid root part by getting our player character wait for child humanoid root part. and that's going to set the C frame equal to a new C frame of our current position, humanoid root part dot position, plus vector3.new math.random -48 to 48, 15, -48 to 48. So it's just going to put you in, change your x coordinate by -48 to 48, change your y coordinate by up 15, and then it's going to change your z coordinate by -48 to 48. Alright, next we have our sugar, which actually has, we have, I believe, a proximity prompt on you. We go to here, there's the little particle effect, the proximity prompt, which has a script, and local rs is the replicated storage, local proximity prompt equals the script.parent, and on that proximity prompt triggered, it's going to connect, it's going to clone the replicated storage .sugar, and it's going to put it in the backpack. And inside of there, we have another local script. And it's the same tool.activated, except for this time it's going to get sugar. If you go to here, this script right here, if event equals sugar, then it's going to play that same eat sound effect. It's going to get the humanoid, it's going to increase your walk speed by 10, and that's going to spawn a function, test.wait 10 seconds, humanoid.health equals 0. So it'll kill you after 10 seconds, if you're there. That's why we use spawn function. So it only activates if you're actually there still. Next, we got the Turnip, which is two scripts. First off, we got this one, and it gets the replicate storage, local s equals this seed that we have inside of our replicate storage we have right here. And this has another script, which actually we'll get into after this one. But while true do test.wait 10 to 15 seconds, clone the seed, and then it's going to set the C frame equal to from -128 to 128 on the the X and Z, and it's going to put it right where it's level with the ground at 0.25, and that's going to set its parent to workspace. And then here it's going to get the replicated storage, wait 10 to 15 seconds, and that's going to local C equals the turnip that we have in here, and we're going to clone that, and we're going to set its handle.cframe equal to script.parent.cframe. So it's going to be the same C frame as the seed, and then its parent is going to be equal to workspace, and that's going to destroy the seed. And after that, we have the turnip, which we will go right here. Same thing with the replicated storage local tool. And then we're going to fire the server with turnip, nil, and tool. There's a reason why we're firing nil. It's because we don't have a player 2. And then it's going to fire tool, which is the script.parent. And then here it's going to local turnip. It's going to have a force, which is a body velocity, and that force's velocity will equal the player character humanoid root part C frame look vector. So whichever way the humanoid, wherever the humanoid root part is facing, times 100 will be the velocity. And max force is equal to math.huge vector3.new, and force.parent is equal to the tool.handle, and the tool.handle.parent equals the game.workspace. And then it destroys the tool. So it's just it sets the Turnip's actual handle thing. That's parent is equal to the workspace, and it's destroying the tool. So the tool is gone, but the actual turnip is still there, and it's just moving in the way we were looking. And then the last one would be, actually the second to last one, is the player, and we're going to go here, player, local script, replicate storage, equals game, get service, replicate storage, local tool equals script.parent, same thing. That's going to set, actually I don't need to put nil and nil, because it's still going to return nil for those other values anyways. So, replicated storage.remote event fire server player. Seen that before, except with player this time. Local C equals, we're going to clone the R6 that is in the replicated storage right here. And we're going to put that R6 is human. We're going to find our humanoid root part. Same thing we did here, except we're just going to place the humanoid root part of this R6 clone to 48, negative 48 to 48 plus on our X and Y, and 15 in the air. That's going to spawn a R6 within a circumference of U, the player, and it's going to be 15 in the air. And it's going to, of course, set its parent equal to the game.workspace. Last things last, Uppercut. Here we got Uppercut, which is a local script, and this local script has an animation. So we're going to local rs equals game get service tool. We've already seen this. Tool.activated connect function with Uppercut, and it's going to send this animation as well. And so we can go over here. Else if event equals Uppercut, local animation equals the player tool. We put this in tool because I didn't feel like adding another thing that said animation. And so local animation equals player.character.humanoid load animation tool, because we put that in the tool spot. So like right here, just to make this less confusing, the player always comes first. Then we added event, and that is going to be our Uppercut. Second thing is nil, which is going to be our player 2. Which I honestly, why do I even have that? Oh, I know why. It's unimportant. Script.uppercut animation is going to be this, and that is going to be equal to the tool. Even though it's not a tool, we're putting this in the tool's place. We could name tool whatever we wanted, and whatever we put in the tool spot would be registered as the tool. And so it's going to load the animation of the tool, and it's going to play it. And so that is all for all the scripts. If you have made it to the end of the video, please subscribe, like the video, comment down a new idea for if you want me to make a second one of these, and join the Discord server. That is all for today's video. Goodbye.